I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do ain't very nice. I've turned into Wolverine the past few God knows how long. This shit needs dealt with. The hat doesn't even really sit on it properly anymore. Look at that. Like some kind of anime character now. Like fucking Tyson, whatever his fucking name was from Beyblade. Visuals, welcome to the channel, welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, a week where we're talking about anything superhero-wise. It's self-explanatory. Now, visuals, we have a hot topic, and it's probably going to be a short one because it's a question I'm going to leave up to you guys mainly. I do have my thoughts and opinions on it, but it's regarding Spider-Man, it's regarding Iron Man, regarding the MCU, and that is whether Spider-Man is the right choice to take over from RDJ, to take over from Tony Stark, to take over from Iron Man in the MCU. Should Tom Holland, Peter Parker, Spider-Man be that new role that RDJ has left? Off the bat, I'm biased as fuck. I'm going to say yes, but let's go down a couple of little points. We have the fact sword. Not that we're going to give up facts here, but we're just going to talk as fans about the MCU and who should replace that void after Tony ultimately snapped and brought us all back from the blip. That's people that have seen Far From Home, the blip. Yes. What a fucking void RDJ has ultimately left in the MCU. Now, what are the critiques that we need for somebody to fill that void, right? We need a hero that's ultimately just going to be willing to do whatever it takes to get the win for the good team, to save humanity, to do what he can. We need someone that's relatively honourable. I mean, Tony Stark has had his questionable moments, but he is quite honourable. He's very loyal. It seems like he could be selfish, but he is very much for the people, and he just wants to benefit and to help anybody he possibly can. He can be a little bit reckless at times, and a little bit... There's a lot of stuff that goes on with Tony Stark, but he is the ultimate hero with his own demons, and he knew how to balance them all and stuff. But oh, yeah, like, only the best thing is he wants to protect, and he wants to serve, and he wants to just keep everybody safe and happy. So the guy was willing to snap, and he knew before he snapped that what was going to happen. He knew that was the one with Doctor Strange looking at him. So he was willing to commit the ultimate sacrifice to better humanity. I mean, he knew what he was leaving behind. His daughter, Pepper, his friends, the Avengers, just life. Can little Tom Holland fill that void? Right? Tom Holland now, after the last few films we've had with him, it's official. He is well into the hero role. He's no longer the little timid, shy, scared, can I do this sort of character. He knows that now he's properly an Avenger. He's properly the Spider. He is the hero that people are going to need and want. But is he willing to sacrifice himself for humanity? I truly do think he will. But I think Spider-Man... We're talking about MCU Spider-Man here. Just ignore comic book rules and logics of what's happening in comic books. In the MCU... I truly think he would sacrifice it all. He knows what he needs to do. I know he was really scared when he got slapped out in the blip, but he would sacrifice everything for his friends, for his family, for his fellow teammates, for humanity. Obviously, he does look out for the little person. He looks out for everybody that he can. He's got a kind heart. He's got a kind soul. He's a true hero. He's willing to take the punishment that other people can't take because he knows he's got the enhanced abilities and stuff. He is now ultimately, the best way I described like Captain America and Iron Man was Iron Man, I've said this so many times, was the pillar that held everything up. Captain America was now the heart. I think, this is a bit weird because I'm going to contradict myself a little bit here. Spider-Man will not only be the pillars, but he's going to be the heart. So he's not only replacing Tony Stark, he's replacing, not so much Captain America, but just the void of the heart, because obviously we've got Sam Wilson, Captain America now, but he will be the heart of the MCU. He will be a huge focus point, and I'm so happy for that. He's the love and the more relatable hero and character we can understand and sympathise with and be on the same sort of tone with. I know he's got spider powers. I can't say I can relate to that. I wish I could. Personally, do think it's a fucking awesome choice because, like I said, Peter Parker is willing to do whatever it takes for whoever needs the help. Like we see him and he knows when not to cross that line during the battle in Homecoming against the Vulture, Michael Keaton, and he chooses not to kill or anything, and he saves him ultimately at the end, even though that why do I keep saying the Falcon? The Vulture has his secret. He knows who he is, even though that kind of doesn't matter now if you've seen Far From Home. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but he knew it was wrong to just sit and let him die and just kill. He knew what it would take, and even Tony seen it. Tony knew that Peter Parker could be a better version of what Tony wanted to be and who Tony was, and there was a reason why Tony left the stuff to him, why he was so happy getting him back, why he took him under his wing, why he seen something in Peter Parker which could help shape the future of humanity and this little world and stuff. He knew that Peter Parker was the one. I'm saying 100% yes. Peter Parker is the perfect choice to fill Tony's void, because a lot of people were saying, you know, and he has got the science as well, the science background. There's a perfect, beautiful scene which just sells it, and even Happy realised in Far From Home when Spider-Man's making a scene and Happy gives him a little look. It's a couple of weeks since the film's about, hopefully you've seen it, and you know, the music's playing, you can just see Happy's thinking, that looks just exactly like Tony, and he's doing what he needs to do, he's getting creative, and he's getting himself a new suit ready, and he looks just like Tony. So there's Tony Stark knew who was even in charge, and he knew that he had a learning curve and there was stuff that he needed to eventually teach himself and stuff he had to overcome, but he knew he would get through it because, like I said, he's seen something in it. Happy sees something in it, Pepper will eventually, I assume, see something in it, the other Avengers will all see it as well eventually, especially what he's got to overcome in the third Spider-Man film. That's going to be fucking nuts. Yeah, let's take a look at our other choices though of who it could be. Captain Marvel, well, if she's going to continue doing this off-world stuff, our MCU that just in mostly Earth hasn't got anything. The Guardians are going to be off around and about. War Machine, not so much. He could be a heavy hitter and a big player, not so much. Bucky Barnes, no. Sam Wilson will obviously be the leader. He's probably going to be the leader of the Avengers. He's going to be the one shouting Avengers Assemble, which is fine. But the big void, the big centre character, you know how like Tony Stark was always in the middle, the big centre one. And Spider-Man's the face of Marvel. He's been the face of Marvel for fucking centuries. Well, not quite centuries, but he's been the face of Marvel for years. And I don't know why I said centuries. I argue with that now because of the popularity of like Iron Man and Thor, Captain America and stuff. But no, the Fantastic Four are the family of Marvel, always will be, and Spider-Man will always be the face of Marvel. The Avengers are the main team of Marvel, definitely. But he is the face anyway. He's the face that runs the place. I think he's going to be an amazing face of the Avengers. When the Avengers films comes out, he's going to be a huge centre point. Because like I said, you're not going to just chuck... You could potentially chuck Thor in there, but again, noise. And he's not a side role, but he's not the one to centre on and to focus on. I definitely don't think. You know, War Machine, you're not going to chuck in there, Rocket Raccoon, Star-Lord or anybody. They're all going to be sort of surrounded. Doctor Strange even, so not... he will be a bigger role. Black Panther, no, because obviously he's mainly, well, not mainly, he wants the whole world. We still want the cutscene of Black Panther, but he's going to be in Wakanda 9 times out of 10. Peter Parker is still going to be in New York, but we've just seen his last film going around Europe and still being a hero. So that could be just a small little glimpse of what's to come. I don't know why I was doing like a salt effect. I mean, there's probably a lot of negatives in there. Like I said, maybe he's still too young. He's not... Yeah, there is one big negative. I can't really imagine him though in the Avengers films chucking out orders to everybody. I could see him looking at Sam and being like, what's the orders, what's the crack? But unless that's one of his learning curves, he has got some sort of faction of the Avengers team in the future, and he's like, fuck, I'm the only one here that can call the shots, and boom, he'll start calling them. But his youth might come into role, and his inexperience in some areas may come into play. Probably, but like I said, I'm being really biased towards Spider-Man, so you can just cut that up wherever you want. Just a little short Superhero Wednesday, just discussing, should Spider-Man be? I think I've presented some thingy points. This is not script or anything, it's just straight off the head, from the heart, from the passionate place, like Wolverine. Yeah, and it may all change if the mutants that are coming in. This could all fucking change, but at the time of recording, we have no confirmed shenanigans going on. Keanu Reeves, even though he's meant to be in the Eternals, but we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, do you think Spider-Man is the great replacement for Tony Stark and Iron Man, or do you think it should be somebody else? Do you think it's going to be a horrible choice? You don't think it's going to play out well? Who would you rather see? Do you agree? Whatever, let us know in the comments below, because it's just a little nerd world. If we get a nice little nerdy debate going, I am so down for that, and I'm always going to defend my boy, even if he's like not in it anymore. I'm still going to be like, Spider-Man's the best. He can fight Venom in Sony World and MCU world. Please get Venom in. For my visual, I think that's everything I really need to get out. You might as well say hi to Pikachu, Rank Franchise. There's Pikachu, it's an official visual guy. Visuals, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for the love and support. Go check out the news, podcasts, facts and facts, Pokemon Thursdays, unboxings, whatever you want. You guys, fucking awesome. Thank you, love and support. And allow me just to sit. This is kind of like a little, it was just an improv thing. I did have another Superhero Wednesday lined up, but I'm like, no, I really want to do this. I want to chuck this question out there. I can't imagine people watching to the end because it's proper rambly and weird and nerdy and just there. But visuals, you guys are the best. Thank you for the support. Keep it here, keep on, keep it on. Oh no, wait. Keep being you and keep on web slinging on.